I need a drink. Hi guys, welcome back to the re-ranking of the Harry Potter franchise. Well, I thought since I did the last time and me, Messi and Marijn fucked it up goddamn much, I thought, you know, screw it, we're gonna do it again. Or at least I'm gonna do it again. And now and at the time of recording, I've read all the books, so... oh my god. Why? Why? Why do I have to do this? Anyway, welcome back to the Harry Potter ranking. I hope you guys can enjoy it, and before I'm gonna go any further... yeah, Ravenclaw, bitch. Let's get started. At dead last, right now, is, for me, the Goblet of Fire. Well, let me get this straight. Since last time, I've read this book, and what the hell were they thinking? I mean, this is the 4th year at Hogwarts, and now they're gonna start bitching about adding in Quidditch in movies. I mean, in the book, you have literally the entire Quidditch World Cup final in it, and... okay, we're just scrapping everything and just show you that they're going there and we imagine it, and when the game's about to start, it's gone. It's just gone. Okay, it's gone. I mean, it's not there, and next scene is like back in the camp. Then we head off to the 4th year at Hogwarts, where we have to try winning the cup, and in this movie we see that. I give the studio credit that they did a lot more with their cast, because they're still underage, but they're older. I mean, in the first two movies, you see the cast like children, of course, but in the really set the tone very nice from this point of being able to do more. I also like to see how there is an argument starting between Ron and Harry. After Harry's name is in the getting out of the Goblet of Fire. It's also nice to see that for the first time in the series, Harry is on his own because his best friend is letting him down, and the rest thinks he's just like famous seeking. Although I still don't know why people are gonna think that. I mean, come on, he's the boy who lived. Think about smart asses. I mean, something else I like about the movie a lot is Defense Against the Dark Arts scene. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, Alistair Moody is a great character, and yes, I know it's actually Buddy Carter Jr., but hey, fuck you. But hey, fuck all of you guys. And his portrayal by Brendan Gleeson was great. I also thought that the way how Holm was brought back was damn nice. I mean, it brought back new standards in the movies itself, and the series from now on. I mean, come on, guys, it was nice, but still, I don't. And there are only two things I was missing. One of them was the moment with Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Sirius in that cave, where Sirius is talking about Gargaroff and all the other Death Eaters who were set to Azkaban and set free, and he's thinking that still odd that Dumbledore's let Snape teach at Hogwarts. The second one is at the end. Why did he alter the last scene with Bodyguard Jr. when he's revealed? That was so dumb. I mean, in the book, it's very nice. Yeah, it's very nice taken, story-wise. And here in the movie, it's like, I'm sorry, but that's just like, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. And to be fair, I think one casting choice here as well is also pretty damn good. Order being Ralph Fiennes is playing Voldemort. I mean, he is brilliant. I mean, I know I've said that. I mean, come on, let's face it. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry. This movie is I don't think it's the worst movie by itself. But if I have to compare, this is the only movie that I'm comparing to the books the most, because to be fair, I really think that this movie dishonored the book very much, and I'm sorry, but yeah, for me it's dead last right now. I know Deathly Hallows Part 1 was that last time, but hey, I get to those two in a minute. So anyway, it didn't do it for me. Moving on. And number 7, no shocker probably for everyone knows me, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah, I know, shut up. Okay, listen, let me get this straight. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1 is a boring movie. I feel the same way toward... Yeah, I mean, weird, and yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That I didn't pick Part 5 as these last two spots, right? I mean, but hear me out. In this movie, we get to see Harry, Ron, and Hermione are going to are going to find some Horcruxes. And can I just say that it feels like MacGuffin hunting horseshit? I mean, Dumbledore died. Dumbledore didn't know where he had to look for these Horcruxes himself. He didn't even know what they were, and he left them and left 3 little wizards to find these things to do the job for him. Well, they didn't, apparently they know. They came across a lot of shit they didn't know about Dumbledore. Okay, let's face that. And yeah, it's. And the danger that's come along with it, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I mean, Harry, Ron, and Hermione don't know where to look for these Horcruxes, blah, blah. And the movie takes wherever they go to. I mean, they find 1 Horcrux in this entire movie. 1! And it's not like, oh, okay, they find it after like 15 minutes. No, we need a fucking wedding first. Which is not, which although is in the book, but it's not interesting at all. Then they're going after these Horcruxes. They find one, I think, like 45 minutes in, 40 minutes, 45, and when it's destroyed, it's like, and they destroyed it like 10 minutes before they go to Malfoy Manor, which, to be fair, was the only interesting part of this entire fucking movie. And oh yeah, if that isn't bad enough, they make Ron leave for a stupid argument with Harry, which doesn't make any sense, but it's okay because they will let him get back in like 20 minutes or something. He was back in no time. Because he didn't know where to go. So, hell yeah, that was pointless. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, the only decent part in this movie are the last 15 minutes where the group gets pursued by these bounty hunters and gets taken to Malfoy Manor. Oh yeah, and they killed off Dobby in this movie. Hashtag Dobby rules. Tell your friends, tell your family, and put it on a shirt. I've spoken. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry, but Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1 is a boring piece of shit movie. I'm sorry. Moving on. At number 6, people are gonna hate me so much. Is Deathly Hallows Part 2? Yeah, okay, calm your tits, okay? Calm your tits. Okay. Look, guys, I got to admit the ending was nice, and the Deathly Hallows, both the movies of the Deathly Hallows were loyal to the books for a lot. And I got to admit that it gave even the movie gave a nice ending to Harry Potter, but I'm not gonna lie. I love to see that although they didn't like each other, Harry still saved Malfoy at the end when there was a big fire. I also love to see Neville getting the sword of Gryffindor and kill Nagini at the end, so Harry could kill Voldemort. But I feel like the hunt for the remaining Horcruxes is way too rushed and too easily taken out when the Horcruxes were found. I mean, like I just said, in the Hallows Part 1, they find 1 Horcrux in the entire movie. They killed 1 Horcrux in the entire movie. And that's it. I mean, remember, at Deathly Hallows Part 1, when that ended, you have 3 Horcruxes down. Which are the cup, the diary, and the ring. 3. You have 4 remaining. So that's, yeah. But, I'm sorry, I also found the soap opera twist of Harry being a Horcrux way too forced. I mean, it's interesting, but if Neville spoke out earlier in the movies, and then we have to buy that he is a Horcrux and he knew it for a while too. I mean, in the books yeah, it's even in the books it's quite forced. I mean, not gonna lie. I mean, and in the last movie we spent ages on finding only 1 Horcrux, but like it's just like I just said, in this movie they find 1 after another and no time. One more positive thing before moving on is that I love what they did with Snape's character in this movie. I mean, people really hated him in Part 6 and Part 7, Part 1, but I really liked what they did to him because we saw a side of Snape we never saw before. His love for Lily Potter and his care for Harry. I mean, hashtag Snape is legend, but yeah. I mean, this is one thing that movies did better compared to the books. The book didn't have the scene with Harry taking Snape's memory and go to the pensive in Dumbledore's office. That's something I really liked, and to be fair, that's one thing the movie did better. And I'm sorry, guys, but it might be higher for you guys, but it's for me. It's number 6, and yeah, I die on that hill. At number 5, and I actually is Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. They always say that sequels are worse than the first movies, right? When it comes to Harry Potter, I first disagreed, and I actually now agree. Yes, the scene with the flying car is ridiculous, and the Muggles seeing the flying car is even more retarded. And the fact that Harry can speak with snakes with no explanation at all is also a little bit forced. And look at this big, that's phony. But for the rest, I like this movie, and I think they did a decent job. I mean, compared to the first movie, and I really think they filmed it well. They're already setting up a little bit why Harry is the chosen one by letting him face Voldemort again as a 16-year-old self-Tom Riddle. They established the fact that there are Horcruxes early on to the story, and the trio give a much better performance than they did in the first movie, although they weren't bad there either, I have to admit. Here we see that people are petrified by the basilisk, and that after Hermione is hit, too, Ron and Harry have to try all they can to stop this attack and close the Chamber of Secrets, and oh my god. And can I just say that this movie was a little bit too loyal to the books? I mean, both the movie and the book don't explain as much why Hagrid got framed so easily by Tom Riddle when they were at school. I mean, come on. But why? Because Hagrid had a spy. Hold on. Oh. I mean, why the hell? I mean, that spy wasn't even big enough to kill anyone, so shit happens. Fuck Catherine. As a result of the attack, the school has a chance to close and the students to be sent home. The only thing that I want to point out is how the fudge are the students still at the school after 3 attacks? I mean, you literally have 3 attacks on the school by underage students, under even 16, and the teachers are only trying to find the chamber and then to defeat the monster. Luckily, there's Harry to go into the chamber, killing the basilisk, defeating Tom, and saving Ginny and the school. I'm still curious how folks arrived on time to save Harry's ass twice, but let's give it a little biggie. All in all, I think it was a good movie, and it deserves a spot on the 5th place. But I'm sorry, this movie is way too retarded and way too lucky to get out. And I think Harry is one thing in this movie that is the same in the 4th movie. He escapes death more than me sometimes in real life. What the hell? I mean, in both movies, I mean, don't believe me? Let's figure out, okay? In both movies, attacked by a monster. In the second movie, by big spiders and the basilisk. In the 4th one, by sea creatures underwater when he almost drowned, and the dragon. Almost both got killed, either by the basilisk potion in the second movie, or by Victor Crumb under the Imperious Curse in the 4th one, and lucky to get away. In the second movie, by the car Ron's dead, and in the last one by the port key when he was facing Voldemort in the graveyard. I mean, what the hell? All in all, the movie's great, but let's move on because I don't want to waste any more time on this pile of crap. At number 4. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Oh, I'm sorry, but number 4 is the Half-Blood Prince. Yes, oh, I hate it. I'll be honest with you guys, I think... Okay, let me get this straight. For me, this is the most exciting movie in this list. I mean, it has a nice dark tone to it. We finally got the love relation between Harry and Ginny grow, and we also finally got to see a little more of Tom Riddle's backstory and his relation with Professor Slughorn in this movie. In this movie, we see Dumbledore taking Harry to old Hogwarts Professor Slughorn, who has come back to Hogwarts because Dumbledore needs something from him, and he has Harry to do it. I'm still not sure why Harry has to do all the dirty work for him instead of Dumbledore asking it to Slughorn himself, but let's give it a little biggie. In the film, it's shown that Slughorn told Tom Riddle about Horcruxes and how to create them, by killing people and the way he feels about himself and why he doesn't want people to know. You can really sympathize with Slughorn over here. And to be fair, I also like the physical and mental struggle Draco has to becoming a Death Eater and killing Dumbledore. You see him being afraid of the consequences of not doing it, but also not want to kill the headmaster at the same time. And can I just say, Tom Felton gave, hands down, his best performance in the entire Harry Potter series in this film, and I think he was the best actor behind Alan Rickman in this movie. Now, I can hear you make the argument that Snape was randomly introduced as a Death Eater, but I don't think that's the case, because we already heard that in the fourth film a little, and to know that he was a double spy helps too. To be fair, I don't understand why people don't talk about this movie a lot more. I mean, okay, and before anyone's gonna say, but if you like it so much, why is it only number 4? Well, like the fourth movie, it disrespects the book a lot. I mean, in the book, we see a lot, and I mean a lot more development in Draco's story, and we also know a lot more about the Half-Blood Prince, or at least we heard more about it. That's nice. That's something, and this movie replaced that with more teen drama, and that's really something. Well, there was drama in the book as well, but I really think they really overshadowed it a little bit. And to be fair, I'm sorry, but that's the whole thing. I'm judging. I know I just said that I only would judge the fourth movie on this list on this list of judging it by the book, but I think this is a good second one. And I know a lot of people are hating it because of it, but to be fair, I think it's mostly exciting, and I don't give a crap what you guys think. Moving on. Third place. You guys are gonna hate me so much. It's Door of the Phoenix. Yeah. Bring the hate mail. Okay. Drink. Well, yeah, this is the one you've been waiting for. I know. This movie is the worst for probably most of you guys. I can see some of the standpoints why, which I will go to in a minute. But for me, it was too easy to go along with that and just put it dead last or second last. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that cheap. I totally agree that Umbridge is an annoying bitch. And yes, we all want to use the killing curse on her as well, for the most part. And the reason for Harry and the gang to be at the Ministry of Magic is kind of weird. I mean, there apparently is this prophecy which is hidden there, and Voldy lures Harry and the gang there with visions that Voldy is torturing Sirius Black. Oh, they killed Sirius Black in this movie. Has that Sirius Black rocks. Tell your family, tell your friends, and put it on the shirt. And I've spoken again. So yeah, although the reason for them to be there is kind of stupid, I love to see the action in between, and I also love to see what they finally did with Umbridge at the end. I mean, but on the other hand, Imelda Staunton is perfectly cast as Umbridge. She gives this role her best, because I'm sorry, you guys can hate Umbridge all you want, but Staunton gives a great performance in this role. She was perfectly cast, and I will die on that hill. I also like Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange. I mean, I think these two actresses were born for these roles. I don't know why that is, but they were born for this. She also brings, hands down, one of her best performances ever in this movie. And one thing I also liked about this movie, which is a downside of the previous movies, is this movie gave us Luna Lovegood, played by Vanna Lynch. This character is, by hands down, one of my favorite, if not my favorite character of all time in Harry Potter. Probably besides Remus Lupin and Sirius Black. So yeah, I mean, and there's another thing I like more in this movie than I did with the books. In the book, I don't know what happened in the Ministry. It was kind of weird. They went from room to room and they split up somewhere, and I kind of hated it. I mean, knowing the gang, they would never split up. And in this movie, they stayed together. It was for a lot of people the shortest movie compared to the longest book. I get that standpoint. But on the other hand, even what's her name, J.K. Rowling admitted that she added so much in this book that she also thought that she could. I don't know the exact pages, so I'm sucking it out of my tongue right now. But I think she said that she could have got 200 to 250 pages in this book. And it would have been a better book. I think it was 200 because I never believed she would have permitted it that much. Anyway, like I just said, Ivana Lynch as Luna Lovegood is probably hands down a great casting choice. And yeah, I will admit, and Gary Oldman as Sirius Black, come on. Why can't you like that? That's amazing. Even Daniel Radcliffe said that he liked that performance. And I will admit that Daniel Radcliffe was probably the best in this movie. So yeah, I like this movie, and pretty much actually, and more than I actually thought I would have. So yeah, third place, moving on. At number 2 is Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone. I mean, yeah, I know this movie is the one that started it all. Yeah, but can we just not pretend that for a moment that this is an untouchable movie in the series? I mean, please, for the love of God. Let me just start with my negatives for this movie first. The Dursleys are awful people, and I don't know, and I don't understand why Dumbledore got the brilliant idea, oh for God's sake, to leave Harry with his remaining family. I mean, I don't mind if a movie is a slow burn. I mean, for example, to be fair, Halloween and Alien are two good examples of this. But it takes Harry forever. And let me finish this sentence before you go to the comments. It takes Harry forever to go to end up with Hagrid, go to Diagon Alley, know everything of the Wizarding World, and I know he's getting used to it, but still, come on. And if you read the book, it's even worse. I mean, come on. If you read the book, you know that they woke up next day, the Dursleys, and found Harry in front of that doorstep. Oh, hold on. And stuff. But you think like, okay, they found him and Dumbledore rang the bell or something, and so the Dursleys open up the door and find the baby. But no! They let the baby lay there the entire night for this house of jackasses. I'm sorry, but that's all sounds like. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh my god. I mean, Uncle Vernon is Uncle Vernon is a big ass idiot of thinking that he can kill Hagrid with a gun. But I digress. Professor Quirrell, I'm sorry, is the worst character in the series after Peter Pettigrew, and Hermione was a little smartass, which is annoying. Not any 11-year-old child is that annoying. And for the rest, where do I begin how much I love this movie? I mean, the movie is well directed, it's well shot, it's well acted, and it's one of the best franchises in the world. I mean, come on, guys. You can't deny this. I mean, even the last movie poster said it all ends and everybody knew what they were talking about. So yeah, I think they couldn't cast, and to be fair, I think they couldn't cast everyone better than they did. Daniel Radcliffe is great as Harry Potter, Rupert Grint is great as Ron Weasley, Emma Watson is great as Hermione Granger, Tom Felton is great as Draco Malfoy, and the grown-up cast with Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid, Maggie Smith as Professor McGonagall, and Anna Rickman as Severus Snape are all perfect in their roles. Here we see an 11-year-old boy finding out that he's son of two wizards and that he is a wizard to try to find his place in this world. You see him making friends with Ron and Hermione, and to be fair, it's nice to see, but yeah, the best scene for me is the chess scene where Ron guides everyone and doesn't look like a dumbass. Yeah, I mean, come on. So, although the first part was a little hard to get through and a little bit hard to swallow, it's still a great movie. You're doing yourself a disservice if you not watch the series. I mean, watch it soon. And to be fair, I even would recommend you to read the books and make your own ranking. I mean, it's quite nice. And coming in at number 1, probably shocking none of you, is Harry Potter: Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh my god. I have to admit, this will always be, and even after reading the books, it will always be my favorite Harry Potter movie of all time, ever. There is nothing I hate about this movie. The story is great, the new characters are brilliant, it's superbly acted. This movie gave me something I wanted to see in the first 2 movies. More of Harry's backstory, given us by the new defense against the dark arts teacher, Remus Lupin, played by David Thewlis. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, I'm dyslexic as fuck, but anyway, let's go on. In this film, we get to know that the Prisoner of Azkaban, called Sirius Black, has escaped and is returning to Hogwarts. He was locked up because he would be a murderer who betrayed Harry's parents. So, in an attempt to defend the school, Azkaban sent some Dementors to find Sirius Black and take him back to Azkaban, but can't leave Harry alone for some apparent weird reason. I mean, okay, to be fair, I don't hate that part, but it's quite weird. So he asked Professor Lupin to help to defend himself against them, and as the story progresses, we get to know that Remus was a close friend to Harry's father, James. I like the scenes with Harry and Lupin in this movie very much. I think they give us the most character growth of Harry's character in the entire franchise. As the story progresses, we finally get to meet probably my favorite character of all time in the Harry Potter series, Sirius Black, played by Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman, good job, mate. As we get to learn that he is Harry's godfather, Harry was nothing more to kill him because although he is his godfather, he thinks he's responsible for the death of his parents. Yeah, of course, but luckily he finds out soon enough that it was someone else who let Voldemort do them. Ron's Red, who's actually the old friend of James, Remus, and Sirius, Peter Pettigrew. As they are leaving, they find out that it's full moon, the night, and that Professor Lupin is a werewolf. Guys, I can go on with how much I love this movie. All these scenes and all the dialogue is just perfect. Trust me, I might be not your favorite, it is mine. Kiss my furry ass, motherfucker. So yeah. Hell yeah, I love this movie and I expect Patronum all of you. So guys, I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys like this video. I hope I can give you a little bit more of an updated version of this series. I'm sorry guys, but I'm mumbling myself towards the end here, yeah. Guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. Really. Can we get to the... I want to say 100 subscribers. Let's go to the 150 subscribers. Please. Please. Can we do it? It almost sounds like dumb to get 150 subscribers. Please, please, I beg you. If you haven't pressed the red button, please hit that red subscription button. It would really help me out. Really. And I see you guys next week. Tot volgende week!